The Minister needs to clarify whether he's just writing a report or he's going to genuinely do a serious review. But he also said the bulk of the loan charge tax by volume had already been collected. However, 50,000 ordinary hard-working people are in despair and living in limbo, waiting to know if tax returns they put to bed years ago are to be reopened. And as I'm the Vice Chair of the APPG on loan charge, we heard from the family last week of a man who committed suicide over a small amount, but it was the shame and fear that he would go to prison that sent him over the edge. Now, Mr. Speaker, the Sunday Telegraph have reported on a leaked HMRC letter from 2011, which clearly shows that HMRC knew they were out of time for pursuing these cases back then. So will the Financial Secretary to the Treasury now admit that the real reason for the loan charge is HMRC's failure to act when they were legally entitled to, and that this is no good reason to undermine the rule of law by retrospectively rewriting the rules?
Well, if I could just correct one thing that the Honourable Lady has just said, is that I suggested that the bulk of the monies that will be due under the disguised remuneration measures that we're taking have already been collected. I'm pretty certain, Mr. Speaker, that I said that of the £1 billion that have been collected thus far, some 85% of that has come from companies as opposed to individuals, and that HMRC will go for the company before the individual. But we have to get back to the reasons for this charge, and I just set that out. And as to whether it is retrospective, as the Honourable Lady says, I can assure her there has been no time in our history as a taxing nation where this kind of structure, this kind of contrived arrangement, which is set up simply for the avoidance of taxation, has ever fallen appropriately within our tax code. It has never been right. These schemes have been taken through the court over a number of years. The schemes have also been taken not just through the general courts, but also through the Supreme Court, and have always been found to be defective and not to work.